Okay, tonight we're going to read a classic choose your own adventure book, Space and Beyond. And the boys have to help me make decisions. Okay. Are you ready? Answer that. Okay, beware and warning. This book is different from other books. You and you alone are in charge of what happens in this story. There are dangers, choices, adventures, and consequences. You must use all of your numerous talents and much of your enormous intelligence. The wrong decision could end in disaster, even death. But don't despair. At any time you can go back and make another choice, alter the path of your story, and change its result. First, you must choose the planet of your birth. The choice will make you determine a major part of your future. Try to choose wisely, as they say in another galaxy not too far from this one. Glebfogel. Good luck. All right. Kenda is 3 times the size of planet Earth. The star that provides some of its life-giving force is huge but ancient. There is fear that it is losing its force. Kenda has a history filled with trouble. Croyd is in the galaxy Upphos, far distant from the Milky Way galaxy. This galaxy has black holes and supernova stars. It has always been regarded as an uncertain region by observers and spacecraft crews. It is a difficult area, and the black holes are uncharted and dangerous. Reports from previous space probes say that Croyd has had a dim and troubled past. The reports also prophesy a bright and exciting future. If you choose Kendra as your birth planet, turn to page 3. If, on the other hand, you choose Croyd attracts you, throw your luck to page 4. What do you reckon, 3 or 4? Croyd? What do you reckon, Owen? Huh? You don't want to answer. Okay, Croyd it is. Croyd it is. Croyd, you reckon? It's called Croyd. Okay. Croyd. Oh, we skipped past it. Page 4. Okay. Croyd. What a name. You can't resist this planet and its unknown past. When the mission commander mentioned the hope for a bright future, you decided that you must go there. It turns out that it is the home of your mother. She embraces you, wishes you luck, and gives you a small metal object on a chain. Perhaps this will help you. Just as you're about to go for your final briefing, a young member of the flight crew rushes up and says, "Let me go with you. You will need my help. You don't know him well, but you have always found him warm and helpful. His name is Murmur. His broad smile makes you feel happy about the adventures that lie ahead. Of course he can come." The head of research warns you about Sunpo, a giant star 12 times the size of Earth's sun. Sun Thi is in its path, and its enormous gravitational pull could be dangerous. The head of research also cautions you about the black holes and supernovas. He tells you that if you want to delay your departure and go through the Space Academy, it may make your chances of success much better. If you delay your departure and study at the Space Academy, go to page 8. If you dash off to Croyd, turn to page 9. What do you reckon? Space Academy?
8.
Okay, Space Academy. Oop. Page 8. Hesitating, you ask what other types of instructions will be given to you. So far, you have learned flight procedures, navigation languages, weapons, and planning. It is a good idea to get as much information as possible, but you ask the head of research how you will know when you've learned enough. Self-knowledge, it's everything you have learned now and in the past, you have but to realize it. Spend some time now, then go. All right, I'll do as you suggest, but how long will it take? You may either attend Space Academy courses on board, or you may study with me, she says. If you decide to attend the Space Academy, turn to page 19. If you choose to explore the knowledge within yourself, turn to page 20. What do you think? Go. 10 plus 10? Okay. Explore the knowledge within yourself on page 20. It's a funny option, isn't it?
What about 6-7?
Really? Page 20.
1.
The name of the head of research is Foos. He tells you that there is an infinity of knowledge stored within all living things from countless past experiences. It sounds crazy, but then you just can't tell. You wonder if you really can call on experiences from past lives. Are there flashes of memory locked in your cells? Are the dreams you have of places you have never been, things you have never done, people you do not know, actually experiences from a past life bubbling up within you, looking for a way out? Maybe dreams are a real thing. Foos speaks. Remember, my friend, all travel in space accomplishes little. We end where we begin. Parallel lines cross. Time is not real. Try to make the past the present. You feel uncomfortable with these heavy thoughts, especially when he talks about parallel lines crossing in space. What does infinity mean anyway? We can experiment with the past. It is Foos talking again. The past is not lost. It is just changed into a different form. You spend days calling on past experiences. It's like a big dream machine. You're doing well. Would you like to give it a try? What do you mean, you ask? You can either travel into past time, 125 million Earth years ago, the age of dinosaurs, and wander around there, or you can just give it a chance and wander into an unknown past. Which is it? If you choose to go back in time 125 million years to the age of dinosaurs, turn to page 41. If you're willing to chance it and go back to an unknown past, turn to 44. 44? Okay. We're chancing it. 44 it is. A chance to go to the unknown is probably really risky, but there is that desire in most people to take big risks. You race back in time towards the edge of eternity, the beginning of the entire universe. You achieve an elastic weightlessness and a sense of complete peace and calm. There is no sound, no light, but no darkness either. You race back to the very beginning, to the pulsating, exciting start. You return to the Big Bang, the start of the whole thing. You are, and you have been, a part of everything, always. The beginning is the end. The end. Shall we start again? Let's try again. All right. Back to the start. This book is different from other books. You're alone. Okay. Kendra is 3 times the size of planet Earth. The star that provides some of its life-giving force is huge but ancient. But there is fear that it is losing its force. Kendra has a history filled with trouble. Crude is in the galaxy Uphos, far distant from the Milky Way galaxy. This galaxy has black holes and supernova stars. It has always been regarded as an uncertain region by observers and spacecraft crews. It is a difficult area, and black holes are uncharted and dangerous. Reports from previous space probes say that Crude has had a dim and troubled past. The reports also prophesy a bright and exciting future. Okay, do we start at Kendra on page 3, or we start on Crude again on page 4?
1 plus 2.
1 plus 2 is page 3. Okay, we go to Kendra. Kendra is visible on the galaxy scanner. Now that you have chosen, your parents announce that Kendra is your father's home. The crew of the spaceship carefully prepares a space pod for the journey to Kendra. Kendra. Seating yourself at the controls and positioning the programmed flight path, you disengage from the mothership and drift off into space. Once in space, you are propelled by gravity generators. Something is wrong. You look at the scanner and see a nebula that is not supposed to be on your course. Suddenly, the gases and particles of the nebula surround you. Your gravity generators and life support systems might fail. The radiation counter interrupts the silence of space flight with harsh bleeps and crackles a warning of dangerous radiation levels. You can try to return the mothership. If you choose this, go to page 6. If you rely on and trust your instinct, and go ahead to page 7.
7.
7. Okay, let's keep going. Where's 7? Come on, 7. 7. Heavy meteor showers interfere with your complex navigation system. The interference is so intense that all communication systems fail. You hurtle through space, looking out through the portholes, amazed at the sights about you. But your space pod begins to tumble and the world spins in a maze of colours and shapes. Your speed is so great that you should get through the shower soon, perhaps even soon enough to correct the navigational problems. On the other hand, maybe it is dangerous to rely on chance to get you out of this fix. Wouldn't it be better and safer to radio for help? The laser radio will probably get through. If you wait and hope to get through the shower, go to 15. If you decide to radio for help, turn to 17. 15? You want to wait? Okay, 15 will wait. Okay. Why wait? You feel that you will make it through. You push the advance button, strap your seatbelts and shoulder harnesses even tighter and push on. The bouncing and rocking is severe. There is a popping sound. The space pod is flung out of the meteor shower and into a transit zone. The transit zone is a space highway designed for commercial use by transports. An amazing variety of spaceships are following different laser beam highways. A transit zone patrol craft hovers near you and signals you to follow it. The traveller's information desk at the patrol station has some possible partners for your travel. There is a space caravan that might stop in Kenda. Caravans are like gypsies, and they stop where the mood takes them. There is also a band of travelling space circus performers. They may have a gig in Kenda in 3 sforzits. What is a sforzit, you ask? A sforzit is equal to 9 Earth days, they answer. Turn to page 16. 16. Come on, it's just over the page. Okay. The space caravan may never decide to go to Kenda. On the other hand, the space circus gig is not definite. If you decide to join the space circus entertainers, turn to page 31. If you decide to throw your luck in with the caravan, turn to page 34. What do you reckon? Jesse, do we go with the space circus entertainers? Circus, okay. Page 31. All right. You decide quickly. A space circus sounds crazy, but then the whole idea of wandering around galaxies looking for your home planet is crazy too. You meet the leader, Zog, who can only be described as a totally normal-looking Earth type with a red beard, a huge grin, the body of a giant, and a laugh and warmth that makes you feel at home. Welcome! We need a new thing. Welcome to the greatest show in the universe. But what can I do? Don't worry, my friend, we'll find you work. That is no problem there. So you join the group of creatures, some Earth types, others like nothing you have ever seen. The array of odd spaceships hurtles through space, stopping at the odd planet or convenient space station, or just drifting in the void. Your special job is to be the trainer of high-energy particles and quarks, making them do tricks. You like quarks, and they seem to like you too. But you never get to Kenda. But you no longer care. The end. All right, one more time. Let's try again. All right, where are we? Oh, I never read this first part. Did I read this first part? You are born on a spaceship traveling between galaxies on a dangerous research mission. The crew of your spaceship includes people from 5 different galaxies. Your parents are not from the same galaxy, but both have features common to those found on the planet Earth in the Milky Way galaxy. Because you have been born in deep space, you must choose the galaxy and planet of your citizenship. The spaceship is traveling at 62 times the speed of light. You reach the Earth age of 18 years old in just 3 days and 2 hours. Now you must choose the planet Kenda in the galaxy of Pintum or the planet Crude in the galaxy of Rufos. The mission commander demands your decision. All right. Kenda is 3 times the size of planet Earth. The star that provides some of its life-giving force is huge but ancient. There is fear that it is losing its force. Kenda has a history filled with trouble. Crude is a galaxy in Ufos, far distant from the Milky Way. This galaxy has black holes and supernova stars. It has always been regarded as an uncertain region by observers and spacecraft crews. It is a difficult area, and the black holes are uncharted and dangerous. Reports from previous space probes say that Crude has had a dim and troubled past. The reports also prophesy a bright and exciting future. Do we choose Kenda or Crude? What do you think, boys? Kenda or Crude? Crude again? Okay, page 4. Crude! What a name! You can't resist this planet and its unknown past. When the mission commander mentioned the hope for a bright future, you decided that you must go there. It turns out that it is the home of your mother. She embraces you, wishes you luck, and gives you a small metal object on a chain. Perhaps this will help you. Just as you're about to go for your final briefing, a young member of the flight crew rushes up and says, "Let me go with you. You will need my help." You don't know him well, but you have always found him warm and helpful. His name is Murmur. His broad smile makes you feel happy about the adventures that lie ahead. Of course he can come. The head of research warns you about Sunpo, a giant star 12 times the size of Earth's sun. Sun Thi is in its path, and its enormous gravitational pull could be dangerous. The head of research also cautions you about the black holes and supernovas. He tells you that if you want to delay your departure and go through the Space Academy, it may make your chances of success much better. Do we go to the Space Academy, or do we just set off to Crude? Set off to Crude. Okay, number 9. You want to be on your way, even though it might be a rash decision. You and your new companion Murmur climb aboard the space pod. You enter the proper numbers on the flight panel and you launch into space. Murmur, check the stabilizers. We seem to be spinning a bit. Okay, will do. Just then you realize from the computer screen that your flight path is close to a black hole. The danger is that once near the gravitational field of the black hole, you will never escape. Murmur helps you check the data input to the navigation system. Oh, there you go. To your dismay, you realize that instead of punching in the figures 4800, you actually put in 4008, and your path is now locked into the black hole. Murmur stares at you in horror as the pod continues to move toward the massive black hole. People who have been trapped by black holes have never returned. If you turn on full power in the hopes of breaking through the gravity field and landing on the black hole, turn to page 24. If you put the escape energy repulsion shields to try and escape the black hole, turn to page 22. 22. Okay. 22. Oops. What's this? Don't give up. Try everything we can. Quick. Put up the energy repulsion shields. It's Murmur talking. He is 2 years older and has travelled widely in space. What do you think will happen to us, Murmur? One never knows, he replies. With a shudder, the pod is suddenly grasped by the gravitational field and you find yourself hurtling into a tunnel-like void. A black hole might seem black to the observer from the outside because no light can possibly escape its gravitational field. But all the light and energy is contained within its space. The tunnel is brightly lit, but strangely, the intense light does not hurt your eyes. Suddenly, you are in a giant room. No, it is not a room. It's actually the interior of the black hole. It's a gigantic prism, thousands of kilometers across, a world unto itself. You are no longer frightened, and you and Murmur leave your space pod to begin a new life in a new world. The new world is peaceful, and the people are friendly and eager to welcome you and Murmur. No one is in a hurry, and work is pleasant. There is food and housing for all. It's a good world. The end.